Sergio Studios. Extra.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Sergio Dominguez. I've been making animated internet cartoons ever since 2008. But in the mid-late 2000s, early 2010s, I've tried to find ways to make animation as best as possible. So we're going to take a look at my early animated work from 2005 to 2010. As I said before, I tried a couple of ways to make animation all by myself. My first attempt was in 2005. I made a couple of cartoon drawings, took a camcorder that was used for family vacation videos, then I would press the record button, wait a fraction of a second, and then press it again. I did that a couple of times and it led to my very first animation. Let's take a look. Ah, just beautiful. Yeah, I wasn't really gonna make cartoons using that method, so I moved on. Sometime later, I bought a cheap kid's toy camera that I would use as a webcam. From that, I connected to Windows Movie Maker, then took two toys, placed them like so, and then I would press the record button, followed by the stop record button after waiting a fraction of a second. It would come off jerky and stilted, but I was new to animation and Windows Movie Maker wasn't an animation software, but it was still pretty fun to make. Unfortunately, I accidentally deleted that animation by mistake, so I'm unable to show it. I blame my technical naivete. But I managed to save one piece of animation from that method that you're seeing right now called Mr. Handy. You can see the rest of it on this channel. In late 2006, I bought this toy where you can actually make animation, but I never fully understood it and I ended up breaking it 3 times. But I did find a way to make some animations out of it. Unfortunately, those were accidentally deleted, but I saved and completed one little animation I did of that toy that I'm going to show you right now. Again, just beautiful. In early 2007, after being so frustrated on how to make animation by myself, I went to Google and typed the 2 words that I thought made sense to me at the time. Animation software. And one of the first results came out the name Toon Boom Studio. So I went to the website and immediately fell in love. So by April 30th, 2007, I finally got my own copy of the animation software that will help me make my own animated cartoons. Toon Boom Studio version 3.5. But the software was still new to me, so I didn't fully understand how to make animation out of it. So I got really frustrated on how to use Toon Boom Studio that I gave up on it for about 8 months. I briefly went back to making animation in the previous toy camera, Windows Movie Maker, press record and stop record very quickly, but this time using toy robots of animation again. But unfortunately I deleted those videos too, so again my technical naivete. So after those months in early 2008, I looked up a couple of Toon Boom tutorials and that's when I decided to give the software another chance. I started understanding how to use it, but not completely, but just enough where I could make some sort of animation. So what I did was, I took Post-it paper, made little face drawings, scanned them, import them into Toon Boom, and exported the video file, resulting in my first animation called Cartoon Face. Let's take a look. Or you can check it out in the link somewhere down below because it's uploaded into this channel. From that I learned how to make keyframe puppet animation, and I realized I can do an effect where I combine that hand-drawn paper animation with the keyframe puppet animation, and that resulted in my follow-up animation, Cartoon Character Meets Cartoon Character. Again, that's uploaded into this channel. You can check it out in the link somewhere. So after making a couple more test animations, I decided that I was ready to make my own animated show, and it was ultimately going to be The Sergio Show. The first episode of The Sergio Show was tough to make only because I had to go to high school and doing the show with little animation experience. It just took a very long time. So after 6 weeks production, I finally completed the very first episode of my long-running animated internet series, The Sergio Show. And the rest is animation internet history. Yeah. From 2008 to 2010, I made a bunch of little pieces of animation videos during my high school, college, and channel in its earliest years, only to play with the art form, learn the basics, and ultimately grow as an animation artist man. From the decade of the 2010s, I just kept making cartoons, like obviously more episodes of The Sergio Show and other animated internet cartoons, which ultimately became a great learning experience and helped me with my creativity. So if there's any lesson to be learned from all this, it's to keep practicing, keep learning, and keep producing wonderful artistic content that makes you happy and hopefully some people might enjoy it. And that's it for this brief history of my early animations. I hope you enjoyed learning from all this as much as I did talking about it and reminiscing through those early years. Everybody's entrance to animation has always been different, but thanks to the internet and today's technology, anyone can get into animation, hopefully. So, if you have any questions, comments, down below and my other social medias and all that stuff. So, thank you very much for watching. I am Sergio Dominguez saying, have an animated day.